So this is the Kizer T1 BD knife over here. I really like the way it actually looks, and if you're a ninja just like myself, you love this knife. I'm not really a ninja, but this knife makes me want to become one. It has a lot of awesome things about this. D2 knife over here for the blade, black stone wash finish, G10 handle and button liner locks, featured by designer Yui Hunoki, and it is 3.2 of an inch long when it comes to the blade itself quality. It does have a button over here. The button is to open this thing just right here, and you press on it down and it closes it as well. It's not an automatic. To open it, you can just go ahead and slide it up too, and you can open it just as easily. But with the button, it makes it so much simple for you to close, for you to open, and so on. As you can see, I can do it without the button at all. But in case you want to use gravity, just press on the button and voila, it opens itself and you can use it. So the button is really cool because for those people who are using this specific knife for work purpose, you might actually need a button for you to open and close this. If you're using it with one hand, you really need a button open and close. Well, sometimes you don't. You can just go ahead and press over here and voila, you open this up. But to close it, that is where everything becomes much harder. And if you want to close it, you just have to press it down and voila, it closes over here. Love the jippering, the looks of it. And this knife doesn't have a hot handles to this. So press over here, I'm not feeling any hot spots. It feels very good and natural in the hand. I like how all black it is all together. It looks really nice. It has a carry clip over here that is actually removable in case you don't like it, or in case you want to put it on the other side over here. It doesn't have a tool for you to go ahead and do this, but it easily is going to be found. Over here, we can go ahead and put something right on the handle, and a lot of people really like some decorations or decor over here. So that's also a very handy feature for us to actually have. Knife itself is nice and sharp right out of the box. It has a jippering right on the top over here that makes it very smooth and great looking. As we go ahead and open this up, we also have an ability for us to get really up and close to the action. As you can see over here, you can move it all the way down your hand over here, which makes it awesome as well. This knife is nice and sharp. It is really great looking, and it has a very nice design to it. Actually, it is one of my favorite brand new knives I have bought recently, and I'm going to be adding this to my actual rotation. The reason why I really like this knife is the price itself is exactly right on the money. The quality, the looks of it, and everything else about this. Plus, they have a different version of it too. So for those of you who are super bored of the ordinary all black, or don't like the ninja style, well, there's this one over here, which is very nice looking. Different handle to this, but it is very similar to that one as well. So it really comes down to which one you actually like more, what kind of use you want to go ahead and get out of this, and above all, if you like the button open and close, or if you like the access lock instead. And this one is really comes down to the preference as well here. So access lock versus Lego button open and close, which is the one is right for you. I do like this entire design, the looks, the feel, and everything else about this. So if you're considering getting a very awesome knife that is easy in your hand, super bouncy for you, and opens up super easily, closes and everything else, this is the knife for you to consider. It comes sharp out of the box, it is very ergonomical, and I will give it a rating of a 9.5 out of 10. If you want a perfect 10 out of 10, I would go for this one over here because it has an access lock instead of a button lock. And for those of you who prefer it over the button lock, well, that's one thing. For those of you who like the button lock on by itself, easy to use and engaging for you to open, especially if you're working in a place where you only need and can only use one hand a lot of times because you're on a ladder or you're using it for something else, this one is better for you because right here, pressing on like just like that to open and close makes it a little bit more difficult if you have one hand and you can easily just accidentally drop it. Whereas this one over here makes it much more easier for you to grab and makes it easier for you to go ahead, open and close because of the button placement.